Filimu njiraba lunaku lulamba lwonna mba ndaba firimu zange.
Carl, let's
Ogamba
go.
isipi yatwalawo. Kale.
It's okay now, eh?
Yeah, it is fine. Let's go.
Okay. I hope you're doing fine. So I'm going to be taking you through the stochastic RSI, how we can use it, and then and maybe one thing you have to know, it is something which is like a graph. Okay, let me first do for something here. It is something which is like a graph, and we know all graphs, they start from 0 and then they stop on 100. I'm pretty sure you all know that. Okay, so if this is our graph, if this is our graph, I'm not good in drawing, but we shall just okay. I think let me first make something bigger so that you can all see. Something like this. Okay, so if this is our graph and we are starting from here, we are having 0 somewhere here. We are having our zero here. Okay, let me push it kinda. This is our 0, and then in the middle we're having that neutral line. Okay, that neutral line which we can call the 50 line. Okay, we're having that 50 line here. Sorry, we're having the 50 line here, and then finally we can have the 100 line. Okay, we're having the 100 what? 100 line. So basically, this is how our stochastic RSI works. Okay, that all coins, if you find a market and is moving within this region from 0, okay, it is moving from this region from 0 up to what? Up to, it is ranging from 0 and then it is going to 50. It is between this region. It probably means that coin is in what? Is in sold area. Hope you understand me when I say sold. Okay, meaning people are selling. Most of the people in the market, or the traders are selling. Okay, and then if we find that our market is between this 50 and what, and then the 100, it means that the market is in what? Is in buy area. Meaning most of people are what? Meaning most of the people are buying. That's why the market is raising, because we all know that when people are buying, the market will be going high, okay? And when people are selling, the market will be what? Will be dumping and coming down, okay? But then in that, we have what we call the oversold area and then the overbought area. What do I mean? That in between here from 0 to 50, yes, I've said that it is a sell region, okay? People are selling. But between this region, we have an area which is called the oversold, okay? And then just the sold. You're getting the point. That which one is oversold? People are selling so much. Almost everyone is selling. You understand the point? So we shall divide these areas again into 2. You understand the point? That we are going to divide this area from 0 to 50. We are going to divide it into 2. And then we divide this area from 50 to 100. Still we divide it into what? Into 2. Are you getting my point? So let me try to divide it. I'm going to come here and I put another line here. Okay, I think let me change the color so that you can understand well. No, I think let me just make shoot. Sorry, I want to change the line of this one, something else. Let me make it green. Okay, and then we are having another one here. We are also dividing this area here. We are dividing this area here. What's wrong with this thing? This one here, this area between 0 and 50, still we are going to divide it into 2, okay? So that we can get the area where we're having the oversold and then just the sold area, okay? So let me also try to divide it. This one, I've used this very small. And I'm going to make this one to be red, okay? Let me make this one to be what? To be red color so that you can get the point very well. So we are here. So meaning that from this area, and then we can mark this one, we can mark this area here, this line here, we can make it to be 20. Okay? We are going to make it to be 20. We're going to make it to be what? To be 20. We are going to make it to be 20. And then we are going to make this one to be 80. I'm going to be explaining why. Okay? So we are getting our 80 here. 80. Okay, so here we go. Meaning that from this area here, from this area where we're having 0, from this area of 0 to 20, that is what we call the oversold area. Let me write those words there, because you have a tendency of, I've not understood, I didn't get you, I didn't do it, so I'm going to be writing. I'm not going to be lazy today. We are having that area which is called, which we are going to call what? We are going to call oversold area. Okay? We are going to call it what? Oversold area. And then this area here, this one here, from 20 to 50, it is going to be what? It is going to be what we can call the just sold, okay? Meaning people are selling, but they're not so much. Like this one here, the down one, this area here, this first one from 0 to 20. Are you getting the point? So I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to put there what? I'm going to put there. I'm going to just put there sold in this area here, that people are just selling, but not at a higher rate. Are you getting my point? Then after that, this 50 line, it is going to be our neutral line, okay? And then after being, remember, when you can see this, here people were oversold, meaning so many people were selling. That's why the market was at its lowest. You're getting the point? Then people went on reducing, people were selling, sellers went on reducing in the market. That's why we got this what? This sold area here. That remember, in between 20 and 50, we are having digits there, we're having 30, we're having 40, okay, and so many other digits. You can put them there. Then after that, we reached your neutral, where buyers and sellers have the same powers. You're getting the point? That at this moment, at 50 line, buyers and sellers, they're having the what? The same powers. Then they are in the battle, they are fighting. So we want to see who's winning. And then finally, buyers started taking over. The moment we reached in this region between 50 and 80, meaning buyers have won the battle and they are starting to do what? They are starting to take over. That's why we are going to name this region to be what? To be bought. You're getting the point? It is going to be our bought region. So let's mark that buyers are starting to buy. They're slowly taking over the what? They're slowly taking over the market. Okay, and then after we are done with that, we are going to come in this region here. If buyers keep that momentum and the market keeps going, we shall reach in that region where we are having what? 80 and what? And 100, meaning that buyers at their maximum. Everyone is doing what? Everyone is buying. So the buying momentum is just what? Or the bullish momentum is very strong. And therefore, we are going to name this area to be our what? Our overbought. You're getting my point, okay? So we are going to name it. It is going to be what? It is going to be over what? Overbought. Is that the SP? Overbought. Yeah. So after you've understood this and you know how to use it, then you're going to be good to go to use this indicator, okay? Remember, here in Royal Q, we are doing spot trading. What do I mean by spot trading? Spot trading, we take only one direction. We only buy. You're getting it? We buy when it is low and then we sell when it is done, when it is high. That is the principle we are working on. Meaning I don't expect anyone to buy from this overbought, because literally the market has reached its maximum and anytime it is coming down. So let's assume for you enter from this overbought area, and the moment you enter like this, the market comes back up to 0. Okay? It is coming back up to 0. You're going to be longer in that market because you have to wait it back till when you go back to this overbought area where you bought from, and then you can be out of the market. Okay, so when you find the market when it is in overbought, especially you don't know what you're doing, please just leave that coin, go to another coin. There are so many coins there. Okay, so when you find the coin is in overbought, leave it. Come back. Always make sure that you utilize these two, the oversold and the sold area. Always buy from these areas here. And if you find a coin which is in oversold, then that is an advantage to you, because you're going to take a bigger what? A bigger profit, because you found it on its lowest. You're buying the dip. You're getting the point? Meaning if you're buying the dip, at any moment, it has to come back here on sold, bought, and overbought. Meaning for you to be already what? Out of the market. So literally, that's how we use this indicator. Okay? So I'm going to be showing you it to you practically here. I think let me get my indicator out and then I demonstrate to you. It is here. Let me try to make it bigger. Okay, so this is my stochastic RSI. I've already done what? Set it. If yours is not set, I'm pretty sure those videos are there for Mr. Emerald. You can go on our YouTube channel and then you get them. Okay, because I'm not going to go through that. It will be a very long class. I don't want that to happen. So I'm here. The reason why I put these big things, big lines, I want everyone to be seeing. That's why I use bigger things. You can see it. Okay, everything is just visible. If you're not seeing, you can tell me, and then maybe I can enlarge you, but I'm pretty sure everyone is seeing. So this is what I was saying. If you can see this first line here, if you can see this first line here, this one here. Sorry. We are having this line here. Are you seeing this line I gave green? We are having that line here. Meaning this line here, you are going to take it as our 80 line. Okay? We are taking it as the 80 line. It is not the 100. Please note this. It is not the 100 line. We are having the 100 line above this side. That's why you're seeing the market is reaching there. That is the overbought area. But you're going to take this line to be our 80. You're getting the point? And then this one is going to be our 0. Our neutral line. Sorry. Our neutral line. Maybe we are going to make it 50. You're getting my point? And then this last line here, it is going to be our 20. Mark my words well, not the 0 line, but it's going to be our what? Our 20. Meaning down this side, we are having somewhere the 0. That's why you're seeing, if I try to put it there, if I do something like this, let me see whether I can try to put it there. It is not marking there. Okay. My battery, my piece is going to shut down. Seeing the light is reducing. Guys, first give me a minute. I may put this thing inside. Where is it? Okay, I think we are back now. So, if I was still saying that here on this downer part, we are having the 0 line, though it is not drawn there, but you have to put it in your head that that line is there. This line where we start from, this one here, this red line you're seeing here, it is not our 0 line. That is our 20 line. Okay? And then this one in the middle, that is the neutral line, meaning that is the 50 line. And then we are having this one here, which is our what? Which is our 80 line, meaning after the 80, somewhere here, we are having the what? We are having the 100. Are you getting my point? So how are we going to use this concept? Here's the way we are going to use it. That if you find the market which is above this green line, it probably means that market is in the overbought. Okay? That market is in the overbought area. My guys, if you don't want to cry tears, leave that region alone. Unless you're having, you know the reason why you're using it. Okay? So leave this area here. After you've left it, then come back here. If I'm to ask a question, if it was you, could you trade when you find a market which is in this region? Because this is our bought region. I don't know. What's wrong with this? This here Chinatown yet have said. I don't know why it is buzzing. Just need to put it on a flat surface and then. Guys, are you getting me, or this buzzing sound is taking over?
We are getting you.
Okay, that is good. So I was still continuing that it could always be better if you can enter the market when it is in this region here, either the sold region or the oversold, because this oversold region is always the best region. You're getting the point. It is always the best region. So I'm going to be showing you how you can use it. Literally, what are we going to wait for? We are having these 2 lines here. I've not been talking about them, but this is the right time I talk about them. We are having these 2 lines here, okay? One line, okay, I don't want you to cram colors because literally everyone, they will always use their best colors, okay? I can change these colors the way I want. So it's up to you to be knowing which color represents which one. Okay, we are having always that line. I think this is the line here. This green line, this blue line, I don't know whether you're seeing it. You're seeing the blue line. That blue line is always just moving, like according to the price of the market. Okay, the current price, and then it is having this line which is following it. Let me try to zoom. This orange line, the one which I've made my orange line. Literally, that is my K line. Okay, this K line is always moving, following this one, which is printing out the current price. Okay, so when we have moments where actually this orange line or the K line is always called the moving average. Okay, meaning this moving average, what is its role? It is going to be showing us where we are having the potential reversal. You're getting the point that for it to keep following this blue line, but when it finds and it crosses it, it is showing you a potential reversal of the market. That if the market has been going upwards, okay, and then reach a point where this moving average is crossing this other line, it's probably showing you that we might be having a potential reversal of the market. Are you getting my point? That the market has been moving in an uptrend, and then it is the end of it, it is going to come down. Okay, and then you can see still here, when you see here, still it came and crossed that line. When it crossed it, it is probably showing you that we might be having the end of what? A downtrend, and then literally the market is going to do what? It is going in an uptrend. So that's how you're supposed to use advantage of it. That every time you come and you find this crossover, which are taking place on the what? In the oversold area, you can enter the market. Because literally after we have the crossover, the market might be having a potential reversal, and then it is going what? It is going up. And if you try to relate it with the market, let me try to show it to you. Let me combine it with the graph. Okay, I think let me first delete out this, because I need to use the graph now. So let me delete out this. So we are here. Guys, try to be observant, because I want us to understand at the end of the day. Okay, I want us to be able to understand. Let me try to adjust this. So here's our market. Okay, here's our market. Let's delete out this one. If you have been observant enough, let me first get something I wanted to show you. I see what I was trying to tell you, that in this area here, when we had a crossover, I see in this area that literally the market was just moving like this. But when we reached at this point here, I see in this area here, we are seeing that we are having a crossover. Okay, the market, this moving average is crossing this other line which is there, and the moment we had this crossover, we can see that here at this point here. Yeah, wait a minute. At this point here, first one, this arrow. At this point here, we can see that the market went up. Okay, let me try to put for you a vertical line, and then we are going to see what I'm trying to tell you. It is there. So guys, if you can see very well, that when we had a crossover here, in this place here, somewhere here, when we had a crossover here, I think that the moment we had a crossover, even the market went up. Okay, even the market went up. You can see it here. You can see it, even the market went up. And then you can see still that after, let me see, I think I need to get something clear, because this chart is not so clear. So we are here. I think let me use here. And then you can see at this area here, if you can look at this area, I think this area here, this one here. I don't know, this camera is not reaching there. This area here, I think it that we had a crossover. Okay, let me try to zoom so that you can see very well. At this point here, we had a crossover. I think that literally the market was moving from down and it was going up. Okay, meaning we are in an uptrend, but the market reached at a point, and then we are seeing this moving line, this moving average line is crossing over. I get the point. after it crossed over at this point here, and you're seeing the market is reversing from an uptrend and then it is going down. Okay, it is going down, meaning for you, and if you can see this crossover it was in the overbought region. This is the region we talked about, between 80 and then 100. Okay, this crossover was in an overbought region. Who's that? If it is possible. So we are saying guys, use that one. Let's try to meet our mics, okay?
I'm done with
so I was still saying that if you can see this very well, we had this crossover here, which is here somewhere here. Hope you can all see it. And this crossover, it happened in our overbought region. And just what happened in the market, that immediately that you can see this here. Actually, let me try also to put there a vertical line, and then we can compare. Here's my line. We can see this. I think guys, this I think I have to extend it a little bit somewhere here. Yeah, guys, try to see here. Okay, try to see here. That here, the moment we had a crossover. That crossover happened here. It happened here. The moment we had a crossover here. Even here, the market which was going up, it changed its direction. I think this, that from this side we are in an uptrend, the market was moving upwards. By the moment we got a crossover here on this region here, you're seeing that the market is doing what? The market is reversing until reversed, and you're seeing what happened, meaning the market went down. Okay, what is that telling you? That if you find the market when it is in the overbought, as we are seeing here, the market is in overbought. It made that cross between this line here, which is the 80 and then the 100. Then leave the market, because literally anytime the market is going to come to its what? To its end, and then we are going to get a new trend. Okay, so always make sure that you use the advantage of these areas here, especially this overbought, this oversold area here. That in most cases, whenever we like you see this point here, you seeing this point, we are having a crossover here in this oversold area. So I'm going to go and show it to the chart what happened. I'm going to go and then compare it with the chart. So we are here. We are here. Guys, are you seeing what happened? Let me first remove this. Are you seeing what happened here? Let me still put for your line there so that you can see very well. I think I'm supposed to extend this line a bit. Like here. I think what happened, guys, I want you to be observant that literally we had a crossover here in this region here. We had a crossover. I think that point there, and immediately we had that crossover. You can see that the market even here, the market which was moving this side going down, it changed the direction there and then it started going up. Okay, so that meaning that could be of advantage to you, that you entered the market when it is on its lowest, when it was in the in the oversold area here. Okay, and then after it was in the oversold, it probably means that market by always it has to go up. Okay, it has to go up, and then when it goes up, for you, you're getting the advantage that you entered from here when the market was changing, when the market was reversing, and then you can see it went up. Okay, so that's how literally you can use that concept of what? Of RSI. But then another tip I want to give you, if you want to use this RSI, please guys, always avoid using it when the market is is choppy, or it is in what we call ranging. Okay, because it is always going to give you false information, and if you're not good at the market, you're going to mess up. But when we are having these proper trends here, as you're seeing this one here, let me show you this. If you can see this one, we're having a proper trend. Okay, actually, that the market is moving up. I think this, the market is moving up. If I can put my trend line, you're seeing the market is going up. The market is going up. You can see that it came here and it is going up. Everyone can see that. That is very automatic, okay? So it is always good for you to use that RSI when the market is having a trade. That is in the downtrend or it is an uptrend. So I'm going to be showing you an example why I don't want you to be using a market which is in a which is consolidating or literally what you can call a ranging market. So here's the reason why I don't want you to do that. Are you seeing this area here? Are you all seeing this area here? Let me try to put a triangle. This area from here up to here. Let me try to introduce that color so that you can see it. Are you guys seeing this area? This area where I put my triangle. Are we all seeing it? I want to put a color which is visible. Are we all seeing this area here? Literally, this area was ranging. Okay, but when you're observant enough, if you can come down here, for it was reacting. I seeing it that it could go in the oversold area, then it comes back in the overbought, then it comes back, meaning for it is functioning. And literally here, when you can see our graph, we are seeing it that is not moving anywhere, it is just ranging. I seeing this, meaning that let's take an example of this one here, of this. I seeing this point here, we had a crossover somewhere here. I seeing a crossover. After having a crossover, if you can put your vertical line and then you come and put your vertical line, you're seeing it is happening from here. I seeing this region here where we're having the crossover, this region here. This is where it is happening. This area here, okay? Let me try to reduce it. So that literally this is where our crossover is happening. If you compare it with the RSI, meaning that for you, if you enter the market, just because you've seen a crossover down here and you're like, they told us if you saw crossover in the oversold region, enter the market. Yes, we are having a crossover in the oversold region, which is okay. It is one of the elements we are looking for when we are using sign. But then if you come to our chart here, at least guys try to use your common sense, okay? When we come to our charts here, we can see that the market is just doing what? The market is just ranging. Meaning that if you enter the market and maybe you're like, I'm entering from here, I'm entering from where? I'm entering from here, and then I want maybe my percentage there, okay? Are you seeing that the market won't go there to fulfill your take profit, and the market is just coming down? Okay, so that's the same reason, and then you can see it happened again in this region here. We can see that still had another crossover here. Are you seeing it? When you had a crossover, when you put a vertical line, we can see something like this. We are seeing something like this. We are seeing that the crossover is happening on somewhere here. Okay, somewhere here. Meaning you're entering from the market from here, but when you see very well, the market didn't go anywhere. Literally, it just continued on ranging. It is consolidating. It is not making anything. Okay. So one thing you should know that this moving average, for it to still print out with those crossover, even when the market is doing what? Even when the market is ranging. And then you're going to be trapped because you're going to enter the market when it is not going anywhere. It is just there. It is choppy. It is not going up. It is not going down. That's why I could recommend at least, please, first leave out this indicator. Use other indicators. You're getting my point that the market, when the market is ranging, please leave the indicator. But if the market is moving upwards, then you can use it. Still, when the market is moving downwards, you can still use it. Okay, because if you can see this one here, okay, are we seeing this market here? We can all see. Let me first try to so that I can make a chart. We can all see that the market is moving the downtrend. Okay, we can all see that because if I try to put my trend line here, we can all see that the market is coming this side down. It is coming from down and then it is coming from up and then it is going down. Meaning everyone is seeing that we are having a downtrend. And then so if you can put your if you can combine your RSI with this trend, you can see that we are having somewhere here. Are you seeing this area here? Here where we had a crossover, we had it somewhere here. At this point, we're having a crossover at this point. Are you seeing it? And you can see that it respected the market, and indeed the market went up because it is somewhere here. Let me try to put for a vertical line there. Okay, we're having a vertical line here, somewhere here. Okay, and then you can see that from here we're having a very big pump from this point, and then the market is going what? The market is going upwards. Okay, still you can see that somewhere where we are seeing here, if you can see this place here, are you seeing this place here? We still had a crossover here on the sold region. Are you seeing that? Let me try to put a vertical line. Are you seeing this? That we had a crossover in this region here, in the sold region. We had a crossover here. By the moment we had a crossover, it was respected on our graph. And then you can see that the market which was moving down, at least it first gave us this pullback, so you can get advantage of that. That if you enter the market from here, okay, at least your 3% or 4%, which was achieved. And then by the time the market comes back to fall again, okay, you're already out of the what? You're already out of the market. That's why I could recommend that if you're to use RSI, please use it when you're having a trend, a proper trend, not the sideway or the consolidating market, because the consolidating market will always lie to you. You're going to get false entries. Okay, so guys, I hope you're getting my point now. So I'm done with that point of stochastic. But as we always tell you that in the market, we always use so many things to confirm. You don't just enter the market. Put in some little common sense, and then you can also add it with some other indicators for you to identify the what? The entries, the perfect entries when you should enter the market, and then you shouldn't enter the what? And then when you shouldn't enter the market. So I'm going to come back here because in this class, I was supposed to combine our Fib and then with the RSI, okay? So now I'm here. I'm here, okay? So when I'm here, what am I going to do? Remember, guys, one thing I'm not going to repeat in this class, we have been always teaching how to choose the Fib, okay? If you have not been attending those classes, please, I could still say that go to our YouTube channels and then you're going to find that what? You're going to find that class, MRD. That channel, that YouTube channel, you're going to find those recorded classes. So literally right now, I'm pretty sure you should be knowing the important zones, or the zones we need when we are using what? When we are using Fib indicator. You should be knowing that. Because literally, Fib indicator as an indicator, it has so many lines. They are very, something like even 20 lines, they are there. But they mean that you're going to use all of them. You just have to know the important zones and then the important lines we need. That when the market reaches to this line, I'm supposed to do this. When the market is on this line, I'm supposed to do this, okay? That's the only thing you have to master when you're using Fib as an indicator. That's the only, you have to know the important lines we need. So here's the thing I want to be showing you, that when you come on this, remember we are going to be comparing the RSI, then the Fib retracement. For you to always confirm your entries, because one indicator can lie to you. So we are going to start with our RSI. You can see that at this point here on the current market, this point here, you can see that we are having here somewhere here. Somewhere here we're having a crossover. Are you seeing that? We are having a crossover in the oversold area, meaning that is the area between 0 and 20. We are having a crossover. Are you getting the point? After seeing that crossover, what's next? We are waiting to see how the market is going to do what? It's going to be reacting. Meaning after noticing this crossover, which is here, you're going to go to your chart and then you see what's happening there. When you come to your chart here, we can see that if I try to put my vertical line there, okay? If I try to put my vertical line where we had a crossover, I seeing this. We are seeing that at the same time, the market had reached on its zero line. Are you guys seeing this? We are having this line here, this Fib line here, which is the zero line. You're getting the point? So what happens when you reach the zero line? When the market reaches the line, we all know that in most cases, actually, one thing you have to put on mind, that when we're having a zero line on the Fib indicator, it shows us that the market is in a downtrend. Hope guys, you know that. The market is in the downtrend when you see the zero at the bottom. And then when you see that this 100, which is up here, is the one which is on the bottom, then that probably tells you that the market is in an uptrend. Okay? So after first seeing that the market has reached on its zero line, we very well know that it has to first make a retracement. It has to first go back up for it to continue with its trend. Okay? And then this RSI is confirming here on this crossover, is confirming that we have been having, the market was going down, but we might be having some crossover. So meaning that those two already, they are confirming that here the market on the Fib line, the market is on the zero line. And the same time here on our RSI, we are seeing that the market is doing what? The market is making a crossover in our oversold area. Are you getting the point now? So the next thing you're going to do, you're going to enter the market. When you enter the market, you have to know where you're supposed to exit from. Okay? Meaning here, the Fib line is going to be helping you. This Fib indicator is going to be helping you to know when you can exit the line. I mean the market. Okay? one thing you have to know that whenever we are having a downtrend and we put our fib line, remember I told you that in the downtrend we are having our zero line on the bottom, or at the bottom, I mean. You're getting the point. One thing you have to know that always the market will always retrace from zero. From this zero line, this market will always go to 23. That's a must. It has to reach there. Okay? Sometimes it reaches on 38, but let's go with 23 for the start. Okay? Meaning after knowing that whenever I find the market on zero, that market has so many chances to reach on 23. Okay, meaning this 23 line is going to be giving you exit plan that when I reach 23, let me exit the market, because the market is more willing to reach on that line and then it backs down, because for it was just making a retracement to create a what? Create a lower high and then to continue this journey. Okay, so literally that's how you can mark. You can use this stochastic RSI and then you combine it with the what? With the Fib retracement. So I think I'm going to be getting some other examples so that we can understand exactly what I'm trying to mean. Okay. Here in this example we are having the opposite. Are you seeing this place here? We are having 100 on the what? On the bottom. So what does that mean? It means that it is an uptrend. When you see this 100, when you see this 100 at the bottom, you get to know that is an uptrend. Okay, you get to know that's an uptrend. And then so after that we combine in our RSI. When you come to our RSI, we are seeing that here we're having a crossover. Okay, let me try to enlarge the chart. We are seeing that at this point here we're having a crossover in our oversold region. Are you seeing this crossover, guys? We're having this crossover here. Then after seeing that our crossover, then bring your vertical line and compare your chart and with your RSI. Okay, we are going to put it here. We are going to put it here, okay? And then you can see what happened. You can see that the market went up, okay? The market went up. So literally, this is just confirming that at this point here, we are having our market on the 100 line, okay? That is already showing us that after reaching on this 100 line, the market is going to go up, okay? It is aiming these other zones here. Meaning after reaching 100 line, you can say that from 100, let me gonna exit from 61. You're having already take profit of what? Of 61. Meaning as you're getting your entries, two indicators we are able to confirm that you found the market at 100, meaning the market had reached its maximum, and then there's so many, though sometimes it can go through it, but still we are having higher chances of that market to go back up. Okay, and then the RSI is confirming for you that here we're having a crossover, meaning we might be having a potential crossover, might be having a potential change in the market. That the market recently that has been moving from up, it came down, and then it is here. Maybe that might be the end of the downtrend, and then we are reversing it onto the what? Onto the uptrend. So something like two indicators are doing what? Are confirming the entry. Let me try to get another asset and then we'll see. Still we are seeing here. If you don't understand today, guys, still we are seeing here. I seeing this. When we come here, remember I told you, when you come here, we are seeing we are having our crossover. Okay? At this point, we had a crossover. At this point here, I seeing this, we had a crossover in the oversold region. After getting our crossover, we can put our line, our vertical line, and we'll see what happened in the market next. Okay? We had a crossover here. Okay? Then after that, actually we can use this one. We can use this crossover here. Because I told you, literally, you can use a crossover which is in the oversold, and then you can use a crossover which is in the sold region. Hope guys understood that. Not that we are supposed only to be using the crossover which is the oversold. We can use the oversold region, and then we can use the sold region. Okay? We can use those two regions. Though I told you that when you find the market in the oversold, it is always over advantage that you're going to be taking a bigger profit because you've found the market at its lowest. I'm getting the point. So always consider the crossover which is in the oversold, and then the crossover which is in this region here. This is what I'm meaning. This is the oversold, this area which is below 20, and then this is the sold, just the sold region, the area which is between 20 and then 50. So we are going to be considering these two areas. If you don't want pressure, if you don't want heart attacks, you can first leave out this area here, this one here, the bought and then the overbought region, because this way you're buying that asset high. So when it drops, you're going to buy in the market, okay? But if you get an asset which is in the oversold, even though it first drops a bit, it won't drop so much compared to this one, which you found in the overbought area. Are you getting the point? That for it has to fall up to this side back, but for this one it might just drop by something, by some little percentage, maybe let's say 3%, and then to go back up. Are you getting the point? So we are seeing we're having this crossover here, which happened almost in the what? The sold or the overbought is just here on the 20 line. After we got that crossover, so you put your vertical line, and then after putting the vertical line, you just go to your chart and you see how that crossover is reacting with your what? With your market. And then you can see that immediately you had a crossover, you can see that the market just went up. I think that the market went up, meaning that after that, at the same time we are seeing that the market is on the what? Let me try to do this. At the same time, we are seeing that the market is on its zero. When we put the fib, that's why I'm telling that this fib indicator is confirming that yes, this down here we had a crossover on our RSI, but at the same time we are seeing the market is on the zero line. Okay, and remember, every time we find the market on the zero line, we very well know that market has to go and hit this, either these lines has to come and hit this 23 line, or it has to come on and reach on this 38 line. So it will be up to you. Meaning that if I found it on the what, on the zero line, I can come and say that let me take up to the what, up to the 23 line. I think the point. So meaning that this fib line, it is hoping you, if you're observant enough, you can see that this RSI, it is only hoping us to get the entry. Have you all seen that? That we are only using it to get entries, but we are not getting exits. Meaning you're going to need an extra indicator for you to confirm the exits. Either you can use a support and resistance, you can use the RSI. By this time around, we are using the fib. Okay, you can combine your RSI with the fib, or you can combine your RSI with the support and resistance, because initially this RSI is giving us, I'm repeating this, the RSI is giving us the entries to the market, but is not giving us the exit. That after here, as we are seeing this, after we made a crossover at this point here, we got a crossover. Okay, we had a crossover at this point here, but after you've gotten your crossover, and then you come and compare it with your chart, your crossover is happening from here, and then you've decided to enter the market. Where are you going to exit from? What strategy are you going to use to exit the market? You don't know. Are you getting the point? That's why we combine in other indicators for them to be able to give what? To give us the exit, the exit. That's why I've told that here we have, after we have confirmed our crossover here, and then that is done, you come back to your chart, and then you can put your what? You can put your fib. After putting your fib, your fib tool, you're going to see. Someone is calling. You're going to see that literally the market is respecting that we're on the zero line. There are some instances where we're going to come, you find that your fib, I mean your RSI, has crossed here. It is in the oversold. But when you come up here, there is no way you can enter the market. Things are not talking the same language. Okay, so you just leave out that coin. So for this case here, we are seeing that after that we made a crossover on our RSI, we can still see that when we come on our fib, we are finding this zero, whereby this zero is an important line, because we know when the market reaches that zero line, it has to retrace back, and it goes back to what? To the 23 line or to the 38 line. Are you getting my point? Meaning you can find where you exit from, and if you can see very well here, the market went up to the 20, up to the 38, and then it is coming back down. Hope we can all see that. Okay, are you seeing that? The market reached on this area here, and then it is coming back down. By the moment you come back down, for you're already out of the what? You're already out of the market. So guys, that is it. That is what I can talk about the RSI and then the Fibonacci retracement. If literally you don't know the important zones of the fib, you want to be able to combine these two, because you have to be knowing how to use the two indicators. That's the only time you can be able to use them. Okay, so if you don't know how to use fib, it might be kind of hard for you to compare the two, because this way you don't know even the important zones on fib. Okay, but with time we shall master everything. We shall get to know how to use everything. Then someone who has been knowing how to use the fib tool or the Fibonacci retracement, literally for you, you're going to be able to combine that. You're not going to find it hard. This RSI is always going to be helping you on how you get your perfect entries, and then the fib retracement for it to be helping you on how you get your exits. So guys, that is it for today. I don't know whether anyone is having a question before we close the class, because I think we are left with something just like 10 minutes. So if you're having a question, you can ask in these left 10 minutes, and then I can answer you, and then call it a day. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, good morning, Coach
Morning.
Hellen.
Morning.
Just one, which type of indicator is this? This is the first question.
So you've been not following. You're using the stochastic RSI. This is the indicator. If I go here on my indicators, this is the indicator. This one down here. Here is it. Are you seeing this last indicator, stochastic RSI?
Down here.
That last one. That is how the indicator is called. So if for you are not having it in your chart, you just have to go in what? Just have in your go in your technical indicators. Is that one, please? Unmute your mic. So if you're not having it in your favorites, you just have to go in your technicals. You go here in your technicals, and then you search for it. It is just called the stochastic. Okay, and then you'll be getting it. You can see mine is already here. It is already having a star, and then you can add it in your favorite, and then you can use it. Okay, you can use it. Its settings, settings man ziriao. Okay, maybe just making your lines more solid or something like that. Maybe I would drop the settings how we can use it, but it doesn't have that so much settings. So the indicator is called stochastic RSI. That is the indicator. Hope I've answered you. Any other question?
Yes, I have a question. I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay. Must it be 4 hours time frame? Must we use 4 hours time frame for the analysis? Can't we use other time frames?
No, it's not a must. It is not a must. Okay, it is not a must. But if you try to master this analysis, you will find a way. You will get your best. Because what I can tell, not all traders use the same time frames. We all have our favorite time frames. Okay, but the reason why we always use 4 hour time frame, or why we always use a bigger time frame, bigger time frames don't always lie. Okay, that's why we always use them when you. That's why if you've been reading so many books, or you've read the candlestick, that Bible, if you've been following it, or anything, they will always advise you, if you find a trend of the market, if you want to confirm the trend of the market, either the market, when you want to know whether either the market is in an uptrend, downtrend, or sideways, never use a smaller time frame, because my friend is going to lie to you. Literally, let's assume if you use time like a time frame of 5 minutes, or do you know that one candle is representing 5 minutes? Okay, meaning just a single candle can manipulate the market. You find the market when it is in an uptrend, by just one candle it goes in an downtrend. Just one candle it goes in an uptrend. So these bigger time frames like the 4 hours, daily, and so on, they always give a best. Are you getting the point? That you can never identify the trend of the market when you use a lower time frame. You can't convince me that you've used the 30 minutes time frame or 15 or 5 and you're telling that the market is in an uptrend. Never. Because literally, those shorter or the smaller time frames, they are giving you many. Do you know what we call a trend in a trend? Are you understanding my point? This is what we call a trend and trend.
Yes.
Let me demonstrate for you here. Let's assume we are having this. Let's assume we are having this. Okay, we are having something like this. Let's assume that's an uptrend we are having, and that is on the 4 hour time frame. Okay, and then on that 4 hour time frame, don't care about that thing which has put up. We can have some other trends, some other smaller trends there. Okay, you can find that we're having something like this. Literally, you can get those trends using the smaller time frame. Okay. Do you know that you can find that's why you can find that in a what? Sorry, what did I want to say? That's why you can find that in a 4 hour time frame, we are having also a downtrend, meaning we are having a trend in a trend. Okay? How do we get that trend and trend? That if you look at this chart here, it just never moved smoothly. You can't tell me that as I think let me try to do this for us to be able to understand it. I seeing this let me first remove this stochastic array. So let me first remove it. I seeing let me put this fib off. I seeing this trend we are having here. This trend here. This one here, from here up to here. I seeing it. I'm going to take it on a lower time frame, and then you're going to see what you're going to be seeing. Okay? So here's the thing. I think let me use even this current one. This one here. This downtrend I'm having, this one here. From here up to here. Okay? And then I'm going to be putting it on a shorter time frame. You're going to be seeing what you're going to be seeing. Okay, let me first remove this. Are you seeing?
Yes.
Are you seeing this? Let me try to use something like this. Are you seeing what we are having? Are you seeing that things are completely different? Okay.
Yes.
So literally, whenever you're using a smaller time frame, those time frames will give you the shorter ones, the small time frames. They will give you mini trends, which are in the major trends. Are you getting the point? So if you want to know the major trend of the market, if you want to know where the market is moving, where the market is going, always consider the bigger time frames, because they're the ones which are going to tell you the actual trend. It's why you're going to see that for you, you're going to go in the 15-minute and you see that the market is going in an uptrend. So you'll be looking out for buying opportunities. The moment you get a buying opportunity, the market is going to go down and it goes against you. Then at the end of the day, you're going to cry that for you saw as if the market was going up and just all of a sudden it has gone down. Yet that uptrend you saw in a shorter time frame was just a minor uptrend in a downtrend. You're getting the point. But the old market, the general market is in a downtrend, though we always observe those minor uptrends. So for you, consider the minor uptrends, and then you concluded that the market is in an uptrend. And then after you entered the market is going against you. It is because you traded that mini uptrend, which was in the major. So when you start to learn analysis, you get your best time frames, and then you can get to know that, because that's why in most cases we can identify the market trends in the bigger time frames. After you've confirmed that the market is in the uptrend, then you can go in the shorter time frames for you to get entries, the early entries. Because if you sometimes if you observe, if you wait for entries on the bigger time frames, you can find when the market has left here kind of bit. Are you getting my point? So literally, this thing, you're not supposed to cram. You just have to learn the concept, because in most cases, the concept applies on time frames, on all time frames, as long as you learn how to use them. That I can use this same concept of the RSI, I can use it on the 4 hour, I can use it on the 1 hour, and it all works, as long as I understand the concept. Okay, so it doesn't care which time frame I used, but it can apply on all time frames. Okay, so have I answered you well?
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Okay, so are we having any other question, guys?
Yes,
Thank you for this one.
I have no questions.
Hello?
I mean, okay.
Yes, the only thing I need is the settings of the film.
Of the
Because
film.
last time you didn't record.
Last time when I gave you the settings for Fib.
Yes, you didn't record.
Okay, I'll work on that. I'll forward it in the group. Don't worry.
All right,
I'll work
thanks.
on the settings. So any other question? I'm getting a mail, someone's voice, someone's big voice. You can ask your question and then you call it a day.
Yes, thank you, Madam Helen. Me, what I want to know, where our auto-chip replacement, the 100 is down below and the 0 went up.
100 is what?
About the once, then the 0
the 0 was up.
So, how did it happen?
How did it happen? Okay, I told you that when you find 100 on the bottom and then the 0, you just have to understand this, that when we are using fib, okay, where is my chart? When we are using fib, one thing you have to understand, there are some concepts you have to understand which are just basic, okay? Every time you're using Fib retracement, what you have to put on your mind that if we find our 100 when it is on the bottom, this chart is having a lot of matter. Let me try to put it here. So here's our chart. If you find that we are having our 100, as you're seeing it here, our 0 on the bottom, and then we are having the 100 at the top, it means that is our what? That is a downtrend. Do you know why? These things you have to just put in a common sense and then you think. I think this market, it was up. It was in an uptrend. It was up. Are you getting my point? It was on 100. Meaning the market had risen up to 100. And then it is dropping. Let me ask you, when you charge your phone and it goes to 100, when the battery is reducing, does it keep on adding on numbers or it reduces? Can you charge it up to 100 and then you find that you're using it is going on 101, 102, or it starts dropping? Answer my question. It keeps dropping, exactly. Meaning here the market was up on 100. It had charged, let's assume this is your phone. It had charged up to 100. After charging to 100, it started dropping down. That's why, just to get to know that between this 60 line, this 61 line, 0.6 you're seeing here, and 100, we are having so many digits here. Not that they're going to put everything on the chart. The chart is going to look congested. But get to know that between this 60 line and 100, we are having the 70, with the 80, the 90 up to 100. But we're not going to put all that here because the chart will look congested. We can't write from 1 up to 100. You're getting the point. Just get to know that the market is keeping on dropping, meaning your phone, the battery is dying, is doing what is dying slowly. As the market is dying, it will go, it goes on jumping, it reaches the 50, it reaches the 38. Then you have to know that between 50 and 38, we're having other digits there, the 40s and so on, which we are not put on the chart. So it will go on dropping, it goes to 20, it goes to 0. Meaning after it reaches to 0, what are you going to do with your phone? What do you always do with your phone when it reaches on 0?
Recharge it again.
You charge it again. Are you getting my point? Now this is the charging we are having here. Meaning after we reach on 0, the phone we are put it back in the socket and then it is charging. It's why you see that it's getting some power and then it is coming back. You're seeing that something which was on 0, now it reached on 23, it has reached on 38, meaning it is charging something, okay? And then it can load back to 100. So have you understood my point? That's why I told you that if you find you're having your 0 down, it means that's a downtrend, that the market has dropped up to that point. But if you find that this 100 here, it is the one on the let me just get some examples. If I just talk like this point here, in this coin here, okay, if you find that 100 is down on the bottom, it means that's an uptrend. That in that from here it's like starting to use that we started from up, okay? If you can see that they started drawing your Fibonacci from this point. I seeing this from this point here. I seeing this. And then you see from the point where they started putting your Fibonacci, you can see that the market was moving up to here, okay? Meaning after it reached 0, it came back. So when you find, okay, for now you might not understand, but what you have to put on the mind that when you find 100 at the bottom, that's an uptrend, period. Okay? When you find 0 at the bottom, that is a downtrend. So I'm done with that. For now, cram it. In the future, we'll understand, because even me, I first crammed if I knew the reason. So sometimes we have to cram, okay? So here, if you find 100, just write it in your notebook that if you find 100 at the bottom, that is a downtrend. I mean, that is an uptrend. If we find that we are having here 0 at the bottom, then that is a what? That is a downtrend. So I'm done with that. I'm only accepting one question and then I close the class because this is too much. We're already out of time. So I'm having any other question left. Any other question left, or we call it a day? Okay, I think we are good to go. Guys, thanks for attending.
I think we nyama in the evening. Thank you so much for the beautiful, for the amazing.
Is that in a class evening?
No, any other leader
Yeah.
will take over.
I was going to fight.
You can take a bottle of water. Otherwise, thank you so much. Thank you guys for attending this amazing lesson. It was amazing indeed. I think we have get something from this lesson.